Okay, but what we need to do now is Middleton's probably in about 6 or 7 weeks. Middleton's probably going to want a basic first draft. And we can get away with a bit more because it's not all chronological.
Yeah.
We can get about half it done. We'll say yes, it's short, but we've edited. But we've edited it much, so we're actually in a bit of a better position than last year.
Yeah.
I was thinking of going. The first thing we need to film is the scene we've actually thought of. So that's the body scene.
Yeah, I saw Matt had sent an email with the pictures and locations of an alleyway he had found.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that looked fine. Is anyone free in half term?
Yeah. Yes, and also
yes, right.
my parents are away for a week in October sometime, so might be able to record then sometime around my house.
Okay, that's
maybe.
Good.
If that's needed.
Yeah. Well, I think we're only going to really need this outdoor shots because it's going to be about 10, 20 seconds. So
we've got the alleyway.
So what we need
at the start, and then
is
Dylan.
You know how you're working on that full story report?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep up with that, and I'm going to do a small one, like a preliminary camera one, and I'll bring it in probably Monday overnight. And then
good.
you, Matt, have a look at it just to see if it's any good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll carry on with the Illustrator storyboard, and we'll go from there, I guess. So when were we gonna? Did you have any dates? Did you have any dates set
not
for
the first day of
filming?
half term, not dates. Well, half term is from the
29th.
August, isn't it?
I think it's the 29th. Yeah, it's Friday the 29th is our last day of October.
Okay, give me a calendar up.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's the 29th of October is our last day.
Is that a Friday?
Yes, because the 22nd is when we've got to do that.
That's it. Okay. Right. I'm not free that Friday, and I won't be free the Thursday or the Friday after the next Thursday or Friday. But apart from that, I'll be free.
I'm pretty much free right now, any day during the holidays, so that's set for me.
Well,
Matt, okay, good.
We need to give, I think, 3 days of over because of weather. Weather, that part. We need to give a good full day to film in. But it's good to have a backup because when we get home, if we put the backup a couple of days later than the actual filming, then we can all have a go at editing the clips.
Yes.
I don't know how
I really want
them to each other.
Try that out this time. See if I can actually get something done properly.
So. Yeah, sure. Because we have it's I'll tell you about it. You've got the program, so
yeah.
And the best thing is you can actually give me your film in its iMovie format.
Oh, sweet! So I can just send that to you.
So
I won't be able to send it to Matt.
But,
yeah, Matt, you should spend a couple of £1,000 on a Mac so you can do it as well.
Yeah, just spend a couple of thousand.
So yeah. Awkward. Right, Matt?
Okay.
You're looking at pictures of funny cats. Is that what you're doing, while Skyping?
Yes,
Yes, I was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Back on second point. So we got that filming. I mean, and that's going to take some time to work out. Who's in that scene? That's me. I think that's me. Obviously going to need you, Matt. But I'm not so sure about Dylan playing the body.
Yeah.
Because
not
because you're bad.
I'm a terrible actor.
Person.
I'm a terrible actor in general.
It's just if we want to put you in any other scenes, having you as the dead body.
That's not really going to work out very well.
Yeah.
I could be like a zombie. I could have an elegant hand movement up the screen, during.
The best person I think would be Chris Ferguson.
Yeah, I was thinking someone small.
Because
definitely.
he's not the most reliable person, but he'll be definitely up for it, and it's not much of a part, so we don't need someone who's that Well, he's a good actor, but we don't need someone with that serious ideas and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, I think Chris is good if he's not talking, so we'll just kill him. We'll just kill him.
Okay, yeah. We'll need to work out. Well, we need to work out now what the body's going to be, because the simplest one is blood on a white shirt or white t-shirt.
Yeah, I was.
They worked last time. Well,
yeah, it did. The only thing this time is I'd like it to look a little bit more professional, really, rather than just having like little bits of blood that have trickled down in areas.
Yeah,
like
we can
here
have
and
the
there.
bottle. We don't. This is the last time we're going to need the blood, so we can kind of torrent it.
Okay.
Have a torrent of blood, or something like that. We'll
and maybe if we have like just like a little area just on the chest, like maybe where it's stabbed or something. So if you have like bits coming down here and
we
anywhere,
like to get away. Can we sort of get away with like just sort of having the same T-shirt that we used last time?
I've still got it. I've still got it in the wardrobe.
Well, it's going to be a bit.
Yeah.
Dry.
Yeah, definitely a bit dry.
White T-shirts are quite cheap. A really crappy one. So we could, in theory, just buy a really crap T-shirt, as long as it's just about.
Yeah, they're like £2 in Asda, so
yeah, something like that.
It's really not that much of a deal.
Part of the body is the problem with the note. We need to figure out a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea.
We need to get really sorted with that and make it.
I like the idea of a symbol. It's just one, what the symbol is, and two, like what sort of material it's on, and those are the two main things for me. Like,
well, I like the importance of your.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I like your triangle. I think that still works for me.
I was thinking.
How about the like, so how about that like tea, some tea to a stain idea. Like,
yeah, that was one idea. I was also thinking.
I still like that. Don't get me wrong, but with like some couple of themes, I'm sort of something about it. Well, it's making it look good. That's the main problem. It's making it look really good. Is that if we can have a couple of goes at it,
like after this, I could have a little just have a little attempt with it and see if it looked good.
Yeah, if we can find a good tea stain kind of thing, that'd be perfect. We can do a printout. We can print it, but then tea stain it, and that'd be perfect. Well, we'll see how that looks first. We won't film it if it doesn't look great. That's one of those things that seems annoying to read.
We could try that, or also we could use maybe like just a bit of card that would just like a nice piece of white card, maybe. I mean, paper, I guess, would look a bit too obviously.
White card is like it's got to look like it was really put together quite well, and almost look like it's got a bit of money towards it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have any money towards it. We can get away with probably spending nothing on it, but
probably in the end.
Yeah.
We've also got like the whole dilemma of not really having any major dialogue set in stone yet. I mean, we've got a few bits here and there, but I don't want to have to leave it until the day.
I still like the idea of using voiceovers from people like Adam and Lewis.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Trailers. If it's a trailer, then which it is, then voiceovers could work really well.
The only problem I've got is we need dialogue in the first section has to be written, quite well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's definitely.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So with this scene, there's camera work we're going to figure out. We've got the location, Matt. You sorted that. We should have the actors. I'll ask Chris if he's free. If not, we can find someone else.
Tom Baker. Tom Baker, maybe. No.
We've got to sort out a couple of things like tea stain and stuff like that.
Tom England, he'd be free.
I don't think he'd be good as the dead person. Mainly because Sam Elam.
Sam Elam.
Yeah, no, not the dead person. I think
he's too tall, way too tall. Maybe Sam Stevenson, but definitely not Sam Elam.
Other people, we are going to need some more for scenes later. which we will have to figure out quite soon. But I think for the moment, if we can just focus on getting
just
10 or
the
20
alleyway for
seconds
now.
of footage.
And then we've got after that we've got the scene in the room where he puts the symbol down on the table. We need to find a good place for that, and we need a good billboard, maybe billboards and just board. Really.
Well, I still love the idea of having pieces of newspaper cutting and stuff like that. It's probably as long as that. And I did want to say, with the extra posters, I think a really good quality Photoshop picture of, say, me and whoever the friend is looking at the wall covered in posters quite big.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. And maybe you could have like the impossible triangle faded in like in the top left, just like a little bit of, just like with like 20% opacity or whatever.
Dylan, you were here when we thought of the name Paranoia, weren't you?
No, maybe, possibly. I wasn't listening if I was. So.
I think
was there?
Was that? Okay, well, say yes. Paranoia. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was talking to Matt on Monday when you skipped school.
I didn't skip school. I did not skip school.
I had a bit of a brainwave over the weekend to do with the rest of the stuff, or maybe a certain bit. And that'd be so. Have like the more coherent first half where it's a scene like that finding the body, talking to the friend.
Yeah.
But then for the second half, it gets a bit more dark, and there'd be lots of shots as if filmed from a hidden CCTV camera in the room.
Oh yeah, I read that.
So it'd be like in cupboards, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I sent it. Didn't I? I sent. I caught up with it. I thought I had to send it because I think it's not so much it's a better idea. It probably isn't, but it's a better idea for what we can accomplish.
Yes,
it's easy. Yeah,
it's easy. It's a couple of bits of editing on the
problem with that. Maybe is
I don't know how to do Photoshop.
Yeah, the problem with that is that Miss Middleton said that last year everyone was relying too much on handheld shots. I'm not sure if that would be considered a handheld shot CCTV, but I don't know. We could try it out, give it, see what it looks like.
Well, they don't have to be handheld. They can be as if like a camera.
Yeah.
So they can actually like a CCTV, so they can be hidden like in the room.
Also,
because what I kind of have the idea.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Also, we're going to need to use, or I would quite like to use a tripod this turn round rather than having Max holding it.
Yes, I have one, but I need to check it's still okay.
Okay, right, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, Max does that. Matt makes the shots himself, but
that wasn't bad. This is
my point about these CCTV camera shots, and it relates to music as well, is that if we make it more serious in the way of it's like more paranoid. It's as much about conspiracy as it is about paranoia.
Yeah.
Then
I think paranoia.
Not valid paranoia. Don't get me wrong. It's still valid. It's still an organisation, whatever. Like you said, whatever.
Yeah.
We haven't agreed on that yet, but it's a little bit more psychological, bit lower budget kind of sort of thing instead of some big Hollywood blockbuster Illuminati vision code thingy.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I like your idea that the last shot is him sort of seeing a camera that was hidden.
Oh God, yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan. The last sort of shot would be him sort of sitting on the bed or standing, and then just turning round.
Oh.
Really quiet, and going up to the camera.
Yeah.
And looking into it, and then shutting it off.
That is a good idea. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Who came up with that idea? It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's thanks for my completely forgotten. But that's I think that's the kind of shot which that's the wow shot, if that's anything like
that. Right at the end.
That's the shit. That's from quite an ordinary trailer and something quite good.
Wow. Do you think with all these shots that we've decided that we'll be using, if we actually did the whole thing, which we're not going to do, it would reveal too much about the entire storyline, because we'd be covering like every single crucial part in the storyline. Do you think we'd be having too much?
I think.
We've shown the opening, which we showed it at the opening.
Yeah.
We've shown him showing it to the friend, which is fair. That's a very valid thing to show.
Yeah.
It's not revealing too much. We've shown the wall of stuff, which is just kind of a cool feature.
Yeah.
And the CCTV cameras, there's a whole point. They kind of just represent shots in it as he gets a bit depressed and stuff like that. We're not revealing what the organisation is, if there is an organisation.
Actually, yeah.
But I don't think it's revealing too much. We can actually ask Miss Middleton on Friday. We're going to say, is this too much? And if it is, we'll go. And it also is it too ambitious. I don't think it's too ambitious because we can film it into almost two-way. It's almost a two-parter.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be. We'll just check with her.
Yeah, I mean, visualising it now
good.
Seems like a good idea. Yeah, so I think we could pull it off pretty well. So, trying to think.
I think that really wraps it up then. If we can't think of anything else to say, we've covered this. We've covered quite a bit. We've covered everything about first set of filming.
Oh.
I mean, we've got we've all got a section each, haven't we? I've got to I've got to get Chris on board and think of cameras. Dylan, you've got to finish the actual film, and Matt, once I've got some cameras,
I've got to finish the film.
Think, oh, there's that good and stuff like that because you did the film.
Okay. Also, the storyboards. I've got to finish that as well, and we need to figure out what clothing. We've got the white T-shirt for the dead man, but
I think it'll be casual because school uniform's always a bit off-putting, especially when it's a suit.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a couple of selections, and I'll have a look through, and I'll think what's more comfortable to be wearing, for our film and stuff like that. We can think about that. It'll probably just be hoodie, that kind of sort of thing, for the first shot. Changes of clothing will become important because obviously it's not like before where we had continuity. It has to be the same.
Yeah, because it's all going to be different clips. In fact, it might look a bit weird if we use the same. So yeah. And
for the moment, just to get some stuff done, which I think she'll be happy to show we have some physical evidence. Maybe not to complete a draft by Christmas
29th.
To have completed a decent minute, maybe 2 minutes. Because what we can do is we can film the first bit, we can film the scene with the friend, and we can film the first of the wall scenes. I was writing in the PowerPoint. Whoever's where we put the wall up, the wall of paranoid stuff. Yeah. It has to stay there for possibly up to 3 or 4 months. So really, it has to be somewhere which doesn't hurt people. Because if in 2 or 3 months we need to retake a shot there,
and it's all different,
Yeah.
So think of ideas.
I've
got somewhere to film it, but it's not great for cameras. So I'll have a look, okay? And everyone else have a look as well.
I will.
All right.
Look.